prepared for the main act here at Delaware Speedway. You're watching race number 3 of the 2011 NASCAR Canadian Tire Series here on TSN. We're at the half mile of Delaware Speedway, just west of London, Ontario, as the curtain gets ready to rise on the Keystone Light 200. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Bradley. Alongside me is Billy Rose Jr. and Todd Lewis is trackside as always. Billy, you've turned a lap or two here at Delaware. What's the key to getting a position here today? As the 2011 Dodge Charger RT pace car begins its first pace laps, let's take a look at today's starting lineup for the Keystone Light 200. On pole is Pete Shepard. Outside of him, DJ Kennington, as Todd mentioned just a short time ago. Scott Steckley, your points leader, will roll off in third spot. J.R. Fitzpatrick in the 84 to the outside of him. Jason Hathaway, great qualifying effort inside of row 3, and there is young Stephen Matthews in the 15. In row number 4, Donald Chisholm, all the way from Nova Scotia in the 89 and the 02 of Kerry Mix. Don Thompson Jr. second in points in the 8 car, and Ron Beauchamp Jr. in the 60. That's row number 5. Taking a look at row number 6, Dexter Stacy in the 55. Jeff Lapsevich drives the 23. And back to row number 7, Brad Graham off a top 5 and Mosport in race number 1, and Mark Dilley in the 9. Row number 8 has Dave Connolly in the 82 and Derek White in the 99. And then we'll take a look back to row number 9, Hugo Vanini in the 97 and Jason White in the 21. Row 10 has Kenny Forth driving the 5 here today, and a return to the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series for the 56 of Doug Brown. He'll start shotgun.
It's good to see Doug Brown and Kenny Forth back in race cars. You know, they've been away a little bit, part-time rides.
We're anticipating the green. Onboard shot from the 3 of Jason Hathaway, the Vortex brake pads. He'll roll off in the 5th spot as the Dodge Charger RT pace car pulls to pit lane. Pete Shepard, DJ Kennington, there's Stephanie, a Keystone Light brand ambassador with a green flag, and we're underway here in Delaware.
DJ Kennington, all kinds of loose. He just blazed the tires at the green. He's lost a couple spots. Now he's stuck up on the outside, and Stackley's not going to give him the easy road in.
J.R. Fitzpatrick in the 84 Chevy dropped to the inside as soon as that hole opened up. He actually started right behind the 17, but now Fitzpatrick is tucked to the inside. Stephen Matthews has gotten in line as well. He didn't get a great start because of the problems for the 17.
DJ hanging tough on the outside, and Stackley, being a super clean driver, will not rough him up this early on.
And we talked about it off the top, Billy. This is deep in the VTEC free pass position, so if a caution does come out, he will get that lap back.
Things are getting pretty busy. Oh, the 97 spins around.
And just as I said, the 97 of Hugo Vanini goes for a loop. And that will put the number 9 of Mark Dilley back on the lead lap. So the 97 of Hugo Vanini making his second start in 2011, but it is pit stop time. There is your leader, DJ Kennington, down third place run of the 7 of Pete Shepard, and Todd's in. He has significant body damage to the driver's side of that Ford Fusion. We'll have another look at it.
Down into turn 1, the 55 drives down the bottom, the 89 closed the door, the 55 drives right over the left door and fender.
Wow, the Donald Chisholm car actually could read Goodyear. Wanted to see his day end, but the 7 is going back behind the wall. A rear end gear, and we've got problems. Hugo Vanini and the 17 of DJ Kennington. So Kennington gets involved in another melee. Hugo Vanini, just a slide. No real damage to that Ford Fusion, but you saw the rear bumper cover hanging off the Castrol Edge Dodge. So caution flag flies for the second time here at Delaware Speedway. Let's have another look at this.
Down into turn 1, Matthews going around. Oh, Vanini just locks up the back, slides around. Kennington had to anchor it down, trying not to hit him, and gets sideways and tears the bumper cover off.
And it did look, these windshields starting to look a little bit dirtier after the 7 car of Pete Shepard put some fluid down on the racetrack, and now we've got some bumping and grinding down the backstretch, and the 23 of Jeff Lapsevich goes for a big slide.
Wow, there was contact between the 22 and the 60. That opened the door. The 23 tried to get his nose in there, and Stackley hammered the door shut, and around Lapsevich went.
And the caution flag is out as Lapsevich finds the gear. He'll stay on the lead lap. The leader's not yet coming around. But this will give those top 5 cars really a chance to come in and get their tires.
Let's have a look here. Ronnie Beauchamp gets a little wiggly getting in the corner. The 22 checks up not to hit him. The 23 and the 22 get together. Lapsevich goes around.
Now they definitely touch wheels. Mopar dodges all kinds of crossways off almost every single corner. As now the Chevy if J.R. Fitzpatrick gets a little loose going into one.
Contact between the 60 and the 84 up off of turn 2. The 84 gets sideways. The 60's going to cover the spot.
And the 15 of Matthews is in there as well, and contact.
Wow, the 84 and the 60 both go around in turn 3.
And the Mopar Dodge up against the wall. He fires it back up and grabs the gear, but no doubt that driver a little hot under the collar. Obviously, caution flag is out, and that'll slow the field. But we'll take another look at what happened here.
Down the backstretch, racing for the spot. The 84 just drives in and roots him out of the way.
And then the 84 himself goes for a slide and a spin, riding on board with Beauchamp.
Wow, Beauchamp contact with the outside wall of the nose, but I don't think it hurt the car that bad.
And that's from J.R. Fitzpatrick's point of view, just the back end of the Schick Hydro Chevy. He keeps it going and fires it back up, sees the caution lights out, and will rejoin the field, but this will shuffle through. Mix is going to take a spot away.
See, Mixie backed that thing in like a sprint car. He was sideways all the way into the entrance of the corner.
Matthews got lucky there, able to duck in, and the 02 goes around all by himself. The Nickies Ford of Kerry Mix goes around, and hard on the brakes was the 60 of Ron Beauchamp Jr. to avoid another caution here at Delaware. And this will set us up for a shootout to the finish in the Keystone.
The 3 tried to hammer the door shut, and he lost the valve.
And Matthews locked that left front tire going into turn number 1, looking to close the gap on your leaders. And here comes Steckley. Matthews into the back of the 22.
Wow, Steckley